Hello everyone, welcome to YouTube live session for today. Very important live session, and I think many of you have been asking this for so many days. So your final 30 days to success. So that is what we are going to talk today. The strategy that clears part 2 in 70% less time, and this is specifically for the candidates who are appearing in the upcoming exam, that is 1st July 2026. So the last sprint, the last 1 month sprint, which can actually make you pass, that is what we are going to talk today. So welcome you all on this afternoon to this session. And yes, I could see many of my lovely students here and other new students as well, new candidates for the exam as well. So yes, Dr. Beena, good evening. Dr. Kanksha, good evening. Dr. Swati, good evening. Dr. Gaurav, good evening. Dr. Kanksha, yes, hello. Dr. Meenakshi Mishra, yes, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, yes, welcome you all. This session was actually, I got multiple messages across to do this particular session, and that's why specifically I have decided to go on with this session. So, Dr. Ankati, good afternoon. Yes. So, today we are going to talk about this very important topic, and you all can just continue writing your questions in the chat box as well, because that will help me to clear your doubts as well. So, Dr. Richa, Dr. Rajvi, yes, Dr. Gaurav. So, nice. Nice. So, let's start this session. And yes, you are welcome to ask all your questions in the chat box. So, please keep continuing. Yes, Dr. Varsha. So, here are your final 30 days. When you just read this title, your final 30 days, what it seems to you, do you feel that there is anxiety, or what actually feels like when you hear that there are last 30 days? What is actually your thought process? Can you drop a word for your feelings in the chat box right now, for how what it comes to your mind as soon as you listen to your final 30 days? So thank you for taking this important session. Okay, welcome. And Dr. Tasneema, good evening. Yes. So I'm waiting for just one word in the chat box. What comes to your mind as we talk about the last 30 days? What these last 30 days mean to you? Yes, excitement. Very good. That's a very positive word. I love it. Tense. Yo, there should not be. A little apprehension, anxiety. Little apprehension is quite normal, but I think you should be ready to good to go and pass the exam. Palpitations, worried, okay, anxious, tense. So I think after yeah, anxious and anxiety. So I think once you have finished this session, then you have further clear roadmap for the last few days, and that's going to help you out. And do remember to write in the chat box if this discussion really helps you out, and stay till the end, because till the end we are going to talk about very important topics. So, if you only remember one thing from today, if you only remember one thing from today, in the last 30 days, what you study barely matters. It is about how you study. This is a very important thing. Whatever you are studying, that's okay, but how you are studying, that's the crux of the situation, and that's going to decide your further pass and fail. The three mistakes I see every batch, around 3,500 plus candidates, the same pattern keeps showing up. Reading more theory. Initially, you are trying to be with the course, everything, whatever you is given to you, but in the last few days, your 4 or 5 friends will come across you and they will say, have you read this? Have you read this? And then you will be like, oh, I just did not read this. And then you go back and read a new thing. And so you just fall in a trap, right? You will go and revise the theory, you will go and revise the theory. So reading more theory is a trap. Not enough questions, because when you read more theory, your time is actually diverted towards the theory and you have less time for questions, which is not the thing which you really want to happen. So this is very, very, very important. So not enough questions. Do enough questions. This is more important. Reading theory in detail. Whenever you go to questions, you start solving the questions, and some of the questions, if at all they are coming wrong, then immediately what comes to the mind? Let me go back and revise the theory, and I'll come back later to the questions. Oh my God, but this is the biggest trap you are going to fall in, because you go back to theory and you get stuck there and you lose all your time for questions. So, reading theory in detail at this stage, depth is the enemy. You need pattern recognition, not understanding there's a difference. You need to understand the keywords, their answers, rather than going into the very much depth of it. This is not the time to build up your knowledge. This is a time to gain that information which can give you marks. So that is what are the common mistakes. Now, what is the shift which actually works? What is the shift which actually works? So this single shift is what separates the 60% who pass from 40% who do not. So, reading new theory chapters, making fresh notes, watching new lectures, reading guidelines start to finish, and trying to understand everything. This is something which actually stops you. So, what do you need to do? What do you need to change at this particular point? So, questions, questions, and questions. At this point of time, I've already told my course students to do at least 100 questions in a day. At least 100 questions in the day. That is a very, very important thing here. Now you will say, like, how it is possible to do 100 questions in a day? Yes, it won't take more than 2.5 hours. So you need to solve 100 questions in a day. This is very, very, very important. Second thing is active recall, right before you read. Generally, people read and then they try to make the notes. They try to decrease the content, right? So they try to make the notes, which is not a correct thing at this particular time. And actually, in our courses, we never promote that, because it just takes a lot of your time and it's a passive learning way, which has a very bad retention. So I totally believe in active learning. What is active learning? You have read something, now close the book and now make the notes for yourself. So what you are going to do in this current period, like if you are talking about the herpes simplex question, then keep a paper pen simultaneously and write all the possible scenarios of the herpes simplex. Suppose a primary herpes lesion in first trimester, what I will do. If it is a primary herpes lesion in the third trimester, what I will do. So like this, you have to write those things. And once you write those things by yourself, all the possible scenarios possible, you are good to go for that particular EMQ. This is the best way to remember answers for EMQ. Whatever you are solving, like if you are solving the GBS question, immediately think about what are the other possible scenarios, because the concepts are going to be same. Like if this thing is come today for second trimester, tomorrow it will come for the third trimester. So you need to know the basics of that. And if you have written it with your hand and you have fixed up all the answers, nobody can stop you from passing. So you should write whatever question you are doing, like you are doing about the ovarian cyst. Okay, so in this patient, like postmenopausal, if this happens, we will choose this. If this happens, we will choose this. So make 4, 5 points and immediately write it from the brain, so that your retention is very, very good. So pattern recognition in STEMs, this is important. Spaced repetition of weak topics. Now with us, you have topic-wise worksheets. So you can easily figure out which topic you are good at and which topic you are not good at. And you also know like what are the commonly asked topics by doing the mocks. I'm also going to share the list of the topics further in the slides, what usually are being asked in the exam. Then see which topic you are lagging behind. and go and figure out that particular topic at that particular moment. Spaced revision of weak topics, right? Spaced revision, revise at a regular interval for the weak topics and do the mocks under exam conditions. That is what is going on in our syllabus as well. You already all are doing the mocks. So always remember, this is your 4-week plan. Each week has one job. Don't try to do everything every week. First, do lot of questions before reading. Write your answers before checking the source. This is the best way of doing the questions. Then weak area drilling. Identify the gaps from the first week. What topics you were not good at, then reattempt only those, build mental if this, then this pattern, right? So as I said that if this is the question, this is going to be the answer. If the scenario changes, suppose this gestation age changes, what will happen? So you should have all those kinds of scenarios in your mind. Then comes the mocks and the active recalls. So mock examinations as much as you can do, like particularly the timed mocks where your questions are timed, like itne questions in these many minutes, because that will give you actually the speed and exactly the exam like pressure. So mocks under exam conditions, detailed debrief, stop reading new theory completely. 4 is now week 4 is more about the consolidation. Do not shift on to any next thing. See, we will also finish our mocks and mocks discussion by 3rd week, right? I think your last class is going to be on the 18th January. After that, the community discussion with the questions will certainly go on. But now it's time to revise, introspect, light revision only, sleep, no new material, walk into the exam fresh and not depleted. So it is more about your mindset building, right? The last few days are more about holding yourself in that pressure and just walking through it. So we'll go through each week in the next 4 slides. Okay, any questions till now? You can drop your questions in the chat box. You can drop your questions in the chat box and I'll be taking them simultaneously as well. Okay, so what is question revision first? Quickly go through. Stop reading, start answering. Then read only what is needed. This is a very important thing. Don't think I will keep on revising every time all the videos, all the this thing every time I go. No, stop reading, start answering, and then go back and check only what is required. Open the question, write your full answer with reasoning, then check the source. The friction of writing before reading is what builds long-term recall. This is a very good active recall technique, and this helps a very important. This helps you in a very important way where you can actually remember everything. Okay, so question is how to remember the percentages. Again, the same thing. Once you have learned the percentages, close your book and then start writing. Once you will write, whatever you remember is fine, and whatever you don't remember, you can go and check. This is the best way of memorizing. How many hours to study per day? So basically, I never count the studies in the number of hours. I never count that because somebody might be doing 100 questions in a 2 hours. Somebody might take 100 questions in a 3 hours. So it is more about the productivity, how productive your timeline is. But I don't think you need more than 3-4 hours if you have been reading from the previously, because you will be concentrating more on the question solving now. What right exactly is writing before reading, ma'am? Before which topic or before doing questions? Before doing, whenever you read a question, write the full rule and the explanation why you are going to choose the answer. Then go back and choose the answer and then check it. Okay. So this is very important. This pattern is important. I need to finish Onco theory. Can I do it in this 2 days and start questions from June 1st? Yes, you can easily do that. Can we get all percentages in one chart? That is very confusing, and that is, I mean, that's a blunder you are going to make because all of them together, they are going to mix up. Better is let them have the module wise, whatever you are reading, keep on answering them in the keep on answering them where it comes in the recalls and all the notes, and that will actually give you the active recall. Because if you feel like, okay, this is this number, this is this number, this is this number, after 10 minutes it will be, oh my god, so many numbers, I don't remember anything. So that is not that the worst thing to do. We have already tried. Like that is most confusing things for the students. And the once you see 100 percentages lined up, you are like fainted already, mentally exhausted before you even start reading. So that's not required. Okay, so how is the marking done in exam? Marking is like different questions have different marks. Some questions have 4 marks, some questions has, 1 mark, depending on the difficulty level. So you don't have to think about the marking pattern, but there is no negative marking. So you can answer all the questions, but it is more about doing the questions right and not thinking what level it is. Okay, so good evening. Where to do 100 questions in a day from? You already have more than 4,000 plus questions on your website. 4,000 plus questions on your website are already there. If you are doing them with a proper vision, with a proper pattern, you are not just reading them, right? You are not just reading them, then you are good to go. 100 questions from topic-wise recalls or any books? No, only from whatever is on your website. Need more EMQ practice? Oh my God, every paper, every mock is having so many EMQs. If you are doing those EMQs, we are very good to go, and we are going to have the EMQ workshop also next week, where we are going to work on the EMQs also. What are the important talks we should go through before July exam? So I think already majority of the talks are there on the website, and wherever it is required, it is used as well. But we are also doing some sessions of the important talks on the YouTube live as well, like lichens crosses talk, vulvovaginal cyst talk. So please go through them as well. If we have not done full video of some topic, then can we do live session video directly to finish? You can do live session videos, but for part 2, I don't think it is enough. Like initially, a basic knowledge is important. We have not done, okay, what about the talks I've already talked about? We have to do from module-wise recalls. Yes, the module-wise recalls, then your mock tests are coming to you. Then we have done questions in the live sessions of all the modules, and there are worksheets in the module as well. So all are important. Are the mocks there on the app? They are sent on the email to everyone enrolled in the syllabus. Okay. Fine. So let's talk about the question first, revision. Open the question, write your full answer with reasoning. So look at the question, then write on the paper what is important, why you are choosing this answer, what is the reason. And after that, it is then go and mark the question. How to mark the questions? You have the paper on your device, like you can open from the link on the laptop or on the mobile app and just go and choose the question. That's the option which you want to choose. So mocks are the topic wise? No, mocks are the subject wise, module wise. What we are doing, and finally we'll have a full mock as well. So everything is there. So one module per day, don't mix modules. Day 1, maternal medicine, day 2, gynae-onco. This is a quick revision, single focus, better retention. That is why we have divided the recalls also module wise, so that you have a better retention there. 30 to 40 questions per module, EMS, EMQs, SBS. Actually, there are many more. So you can just mix them and do them. Right before you read, answer the questions in full scenarios, not just ABC, and force your brain to articulate the reasoning. This is very important, right? Do not just pick up ABC. Always think that you have to go back and check you have to go back and check why this is the correct answer. So first write simultaneously, like why you are choosing this answer. What are the points here? And then immediately you will remember anything. Marks don't move on. Every wrong answer goes in a review list. This becomes your week 2 study material. Okay, so basically, If you haven't received the links of the mock, you drop a mail on the support@mrcogcourses.com, but you should be an enrolled student of MRCOG courses. Then coming to the how to keep record of questions going wrong. You can just mark the numbers for yourself, like these numbers were wrong, and then you can open up the recalls live session PDF and check all questions there. Or you can even keep on attempting the mock also again and again. You can attempt any mock 5-6 times as well. Weak area drilling. Now comes the time where you have to pick up the weak areas and go accordingly. Stop attacking what you already know. Attack only your gaps. So for this, you need to have a very particular viewpoint, like with the kind of practice we are doing in the worksheets, topic wise, which topic you are good at and which topic you are not good at. So if you got it right in a week one, leave it alone. Spend 100% week on the questions you got wrong, half right or guessed correctly. Reattempt your wrong list so you can do your mocks again. Build pattern rules. And now again, like if the question mentions X, the answer is usually Y. So these kind of Y-liners, one-liners are very, very, very important. High yield recall topics. Some topics which repeatedly appear in the exam, you should know those topics from each and every angle. Mini mock at the week's end. 100 questions in 2.5 hours identifies what is still leaking and sets up a full three-week mocks. So that is what we are going to do. Now there are some questions. So no videos to be revised now for those who have already listened to the videos multiple times. Those who haven't, they should go through it. I've not done any mocks or tests and on the emails now. Can I do them now? Yes, you can do. Can we also revise videos if we want to? Yes. How to revise the module? That's what I'm saying. If you have already read the videos multiple times, then now do the questions with the active recall technique. Okay. Keep your paper pen handy, ready, and just whenever you are choosing any answer, just write on the paper why you are choosing the answer. So that actually fixes your rules a lot. So topics that appear every sitting. If you have covered nothing else by week 3, cover this. HIV in pregnancy, VT, thromboprophylaxis. In thromboprophylaxis, obstetric thromboprophylaxis, as well as the gynae thromboprophylaxis as well. Low molecular weight apparent dosing, bridging warfarin, post-op prophylaxis. So everything comes in exam. FGM reporting timelines to type 3 in labor, defibrillation timing, almost guaranteed. Two questions are there going to be there from the FGM. Intrahepatic cholestasis statistics, very, very important. Please don't leave that. Please don't leave that. Miscarriage management, expectant versus medical or surgical, follow-up timing, HCG criteria. Twins, monitoring schedules, TTS staging, single device management, maternal death classification, lot of question, and contraception. Very, very, very important topic for the exam. So these are the few topics which have been repeatedly asked in exam for last few years. The last day is less sleep, more study, the 80-20 of exam week. And you cannot learn anything new in the last week. You can only protect what's already in your head. Anxiety burns memory. Sleep saves it. Light revision. Sleep is the strategy. 8 hours of complete sleep is more important. Exam day rehearsal. So exam day routine, same wake up time, same breakfast, same commuting time. Try this. If you feel behind, stop. Anxiety in 4 weeks isn't a signal to study more. It's a signal to rest. Trust what you have already built. So keep on revising the same things till you do that, right? So I started preparing 3 months ago with the focus preparation in the last 30 days. I relied entirely on the Dr. Bhavna's material and it streamlined my approach and let me revise in a structured way. I cleared MRCG Part 2 on my first attempt. Focus preparation in last 30 days and that changed the entire game for Dr. Asmita. So this is what is going to happen with you as well. Starting from now also, you can change the entire game of your exam positively. So let's make the impact together and start doing now with the active learning techniques and strategies and not by the passive learning ones. So what crux I have given you today is instead of making any new notes or going for any new guidelines or any new reading, solve 100 questions in a day with writing the concept. Nobody can stop you from pass if you do this. Okay, so all everybody, even oncology, yes, oncology also becomes very easy if you do like this. Again, as you can see, Dr. Anshuta, I did not have much time with work and couldn't join the live sessions. I did all Dr. Bhavna's videos, did not have time to look at the guidelines at all. Never got a time to read talks. This is particularly a message for the people who are quite worried about the talks. First, do your modules thoroughly. They are going to make you pass and fail. And do them by writing, right? This is very important, not by making notes. Again and again, I am saying this because many people still go behind making the notes. Please, no, no, no. Start writing from your brain, not from the book or video. And I passed on my first attempt thanks to Dr. Bhavna. So many of our candidates, I'm really proud to tell you that 80% of our candidates are actually the first timers. Passed out candidates are actually the first timers because they don't have so much time to just focus on here and there, blah, blah, blah. And they really focus on what is being told to them. And that actually makes them pass. For many people who are looking at multiple courses or multiple groups, then they get in the last moment, it is very like probable that they get diverted. Initially they are doing good, but then in the last few months they suddenly become diverted, because what happens in the diversion is, like, their friend will come and tell, oh, in my group they are saying you should read this as well, this is as well, so you will start diverting, and there actually you drift away from the success. And memories, whatever is required is already covered. We will review memories questions in the maternal medicine again. The maternal medicine module is yet to come. In that, it will be reviewed. So you don't need more material. You need the right material to be used right way. Okay. This is very important, and please fix it in your mind. Although I want every student to fix this in mind from the very beginning. But if at all any confusion comes, refix it every day, so that you do not diversify from your main routine. Here's what 30 days really is. Not enough time to learn everything, more than enough time to pass. If you act on the plan, not just the panic, right? So it's not enough time to learn everything, but that is actually not required to pass also. More than enough time to pass if you act on the plan, not just the panic, right? How to revise all topic on daily basis. That's what I'm saying. Define it module wise. Take one module in a day for the smaller modules. Like bigger modules, antenatal maternal medicine, you can spend 1.5 days. So that's it. Will there be full syllabus mocks in the website on upcoming days? Yes, it's going to be there. And I think 18th we will do the discussion of the mock as well. So if you want this plan drill, 2 ways we can help you in the next 30 days. We are going to have a 10-hour EMQ workshop. All our course students who have enrolled for the full course or the crash course already have access to the EMQ workshop. So they do not have to pay again. But anybody who has not yet done with this particular system, it's a very important way, and it's a good opportunity for you to come into the flow and do this now. So 10-hour EMQ workshop, we are going to have 3 live sessions on 4th, 8th and 9th. And 4th, 8th and 9th June, 8:30 p.m. onwards. So all modules will be covered, and 10 hours of the 10 hours of the session will be there. And anybody who is enrolling new before June 2026 will have opportunity to have the full mock paper 1, paper 2 exactly in the exam like pattern also, with a discussion, live discussion session for that as well. Limited seats. So if you haven't enrolled now, please do that. And those who are preparing for January 2027, you can actually start with a smart strategy, starting from the very beginning from with a 70% less time and going with the syllabus only what is required. So our course gives you 3 times revision for the complete syllabus, live sessions and doubt sessions, mocks, EMQ, SBA, everything available. And here it is. EMQ shots are helpful. Thank you so much. How to enroll? I'm already a student. If you are already a student, you already have access to all of these. You don't need to enroll. 10 hours starting from 8:30 p.m. No, it is 3 days, right? It is spread over 3 days. So 3 hours, something like that. But from 8:30 p.m. onwards, we will start on 4th June, 8th June, and 9th June. Manisha, Dr. Manisha, EMQ workshop will be recorded? Yes, yes. EMQ workshop will be recorded. Okay, Dr. Arvind Shivakumara, EMQ workshop, how to enroll. See, if you are already our student, then you will already get the EMQ workshop links and the recorded sessions will be uploaded on your account only. But remember, if you are not an enrolled student, then this is the QR code. You can scan, the form will open up, you can fill that, or you have my numbers written here. You can actually contact us on these WhatsApp and do the enrollment. That's the best way. Okay, so 8:30 to 10:30, it will be 8:30 to 11:30. Thank you, ma'am. The session was needed. Yeah, I think now you all got that boost to work for the next 30 days. Yes, Dr. Vaisham. Then mock test discussion date is on 18th, right? Mock test discussion date is on 18th. Prior to that, mock test will be given. We're on YouTube. What mock EMQ workshop uh, will be a session as we have our usual Zoom sessions. Jadoo ki jhapki, thank you. Yeah, so great. So lots of best wishes for all of you. Will it be uploaded on the app? No, it's available on our YouTube channel. This particular session, you can always watch it here. EMQ workshop will be uploaded in the app. Will not let your efforts down. I really love my students, and thank you so much for all the love and trust you all bring to me. Encouraging session, very helpful. Thank you, Dr. Meenakshi, for joining in. Yes, Dr. Akanksha. Yes, yes, you all are going to do it. The EMQ workshop will be on 4th, 8th, and 9th June. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Farina. Dr. Celine Francis, I think you are already our enrolled student, so no need to pay for EMQ workshop. You already have access to that. Dr. Beena, YouTube, no, it will be on the Zoom as the usual live sessions. Okay. So that was about see you on the other side of the 1st July in part 3, Plan Smart Plus Fast with MRCOG courses. Yes, Dr. Rajvi, thank you for the positivity. And Dr. Ankati, thank you. We are safe with you. Yes. I'm looking forward to have all those subscriptions for the part 3 very soon. Dr. Taslima, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Farina. Looking forward to the EMQ workshop and the mocks. And please, I repeat again and again, please stick to the content you already have. Do not waver. Do not waver here and there. Okay, stick to the basics. Basics will make you pass. Dr. Kansha, thank you. You can just see through us. Dr. Swati, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, goosebumps. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Fazana, thank you. Need your blessings. It's God's blessings, but I'm there to help you at every step, every step. Okay. Okay, so we can finish the session here. Thank you everyone for joining, and it was a very lovely interactive session. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Take care, and very soon we'll be in a part 3 orientation. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.